Recently, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 HD Edition came out, and I was thoroughly excited. So I instantly jumped onto the Steam page and checked out the price tag, which was 15 euros, or your original equivalent. I said, okay, I guess it's not bad. I checked out the user reviews, which were mixed. 55% of the 685 user reviews of this game are positive. I guess we're on the right side at least. Anyway, I checked out the studio behind it, and the developer was Dotemu, the guys behind the Metal Slug games. I mean, I don't know the Metal Slug games. I guess they're fine. Anyway, I saw the publisher and I jumped up because it was Ubisoft. Now, I want to give you guys a little history about the Heroes of Might and Magic games. It all started in 1986 with the franchise Might and Magic, developed by New World Computing Studios. Might and Magic was a first-person kind of game, and it was an RPG, and it was awesome. So what was Heroes of Might and Magic, you would ask? Well, Heroes of Might and Magic was the original Might and Magic, but in sort of a strategic type view, and it was awesome. So the first Heroes of Might and Magic game came out in 1995, and this sparked a new franchise of Heroes of Might and Magic, essentially a strategic type view of the original Might and Magic. New World Computing Studios started developing these games, and they created the first one, the second, and the third one, and they released the expansions for it, like Armageddon's Blade and such, and those were amazing games. I love Heroes of Might and Magic 3, and to some degree 4. And yes, they did make Heroes of Might and Magic 4, but what happened was the publisher behind the whole thing, 3DO, yep, the guys who created the 3DO console, oh, everyone remembers that. It was terrible. I don't know why the 3DO publisher flopped, but it flopped. No more money, no more money, no more games. So, Heroes of Might and Magic 4 essentially died off, and to some degree, it's not a very finished product, and most people actually hated Might and Magic 4. I don't know, I was kind of neutral about it. It was okay, and they also kind of stopped, or sort of, they didn't finish Might and Magic 9, which was amazing, and I still love the game, but it's full of bugs. So what happens now? The franchise is out there, and who's gonna take it? Well, why not? Ubisoft is here to save the day. Yeah, the Ubisoft bought the license, and now they have the license, so it's very unfortunate. I don't know, I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. So here we go. 15 years later, we have Heroes of Might and Magic 3 HD Edition. Is it good? Well, let's go down and read some Steam reviews. Omega's Light says, I want my money back. This is not the game I paid for. This is a ruined version of Timeless Classic with slightly better graphics and more bugs. Fairy Tale Horse says, a major disappointment. MC Incisana says, money well spent. Thank you Ubisoft for making these awesome games with working multiplayer, and thank you for making Uplay. It was the best invention ever. I like this guy. I love your attitude, dude. And the final review is from good.good.good. I want a refund. I bought this game to experience a classic with better graphics, smoother, updated gameplay. What I received was less content than if I loaded up my old version of the game, glitchy gameplay to the point where I cannot scroll right on the map, but have to click on the minimap to move right, and absolutely no difference in game appearance. How can you put an HD tag on a game that's looking no different? Don't buy the game if you want better look. Favorite old game, this is a scam. If the old game took the content, it charged better penny. Ubisoft should be ashamed. Alright, so by reading these Steam reviews, I immediately thought to myself, oh man, this is gonna be terrible, this is gonna be awful. Now guys, you should never ever, well, okay, maybe you should actually read some of these reviews. They are actually pretty useful. Most of them can be jokes, some of them can be, you know, kind of terrible or just not informative at all, but hey, it's good to read them, you know. If most people say that the game is bad, it's probably bad. So let's jump in to Heroes of Might and Magic 3 HD Edition. Ah, Ubisoft logo, isn't that a sign of goodness? And here we also have .emu studio logo. So here we go. You're about to see what you never thought of seeing. A short video, which was also an original game, and now it's the same thing. They didn't bother to change it. As far as I like I'm seeing it, it's the same as it was in the original game. So they didn't change this little intro video, and for the time when the original game was released, that intro, it was actually really cool, and as you can see, it features like sort of a 3D kind of graphics, and it was generally really awesome. Anyway, let's jump into the main menu and see a giant angel with a flaming sword. Oh, shining armor. Oh man, isn't that an HD edition if I ever see one? Oh man, here you can see that this game features angels with flaming swords. Anyway, let's start the new game. Here we have campaign, multiplayer, or single scenario. Alright, I guess that's kind of cool. Let's check out the campaigns. Alright. Something appears to be missing. Hello? Something appears to be missing here. What? Okay, let's go back to the original game and see what kind of choices we had there. Okay, so here we are in the original game. If I click the new game, go to campaign, I have actually choices, isn't that? I could create a custom campaign, I could go Armageddon's Blade, I could do also Restoration of Varathia, or community made mod in the Wake of Gods. So here I am. Look at all these things. Look at all these. All of this is missing. All of this is missing. What? Okay. Calm down. Calm down. All right. So let's go to the single scenario now. And let's go to single scenario. So here we have the available scenarios. Here we go. Map sizes: small, medium, large, extra large, and can you notice something here? Can you something is wrong? Like something is completely wrong. Why the hell there are only so many few scenarios? Look at this. There are only like 6 extra large scenarios you can play. Is that it? Oh, Jesus, man. I mean, they really stripped this version down. No joke why people are so mad. Like, look at this. You can only play like very few scenarios. Anyway, so let's see. Let's take a look at the action. Castle. Okay, kind of cool. Rampart. Kind of cool. Tower, yeah. Inferno, not my thing. Necropolis, okay. Dead guys. This thing, dungeon, stronghold, okay. Fortress, and the last one. And what? Where's the other? Wait. Okay. Look, guys. Let's go back to the original game and check out what they missed. Alright, so here we are in the original game, and first off, let's take a look at the amount of scenarios we have. Small maps. Yes, there's a lot of maps here. You can see just look, the amount of maps is just amazing. A lot of these are actually from the community add-ons, and I'm sure you can add lots of maps to the the HD edition as well. But I mean, look at this. This is just the amount of maps, medium maps. You thought that one had it a lot? Like, look at the amount of here. I mean, I'm scrolling this thing, and you have different types of maps, and this is amazing. Yeah, okay, let's go to the Excel maps. Yep. Look at the amount of maps. This is absolutely amazing. So another thing that the HD edition is missing is the random map. This is a very, very important feature of this kind of game. Remember that these scenarios, whilst you can download them, not every scenario is good, and not there's not infinite amount of scenarios. They will disappear, or rather they will get boring over time because you will play them over and over again. So the random map feature is very, very important, and the fact that the HD edition doesn't have that just boggles my mind. Like, what the hell were they thinking? Another thing that I kind of freaked out on was that they removed one faction. So again, look, we have Castle, we have Rampart, we have Tower, Inferno, Necropolis, Dungeon, Stronghold, Fortress, and one more faction, Conflux. Now, this faction was originally added to the game with an expansion, and what appears to be missing from the HD version is all of the expansions. So that could mean, yeah, that's right, folks, that could mean that Ubisoft may decide to actually add that as a DLC. That might seem kind of okay, with one problem. You can get this original game from GOG.com for around $10. And guess what? It features all the expansions, and it's the same thing. So I really don't get why they didn't add the expansions. But you know what? Just let's move on. Alright, so we're just gonna ignore that and let's go into the game and check out how the game looks. I mean, that was the whole point of the game, right? To make it HD-like, right? Yeah. Well, so here we are, and I will say, I mean, the game looks kind of pretty. I mean, look at that. I mean, I'll show you guys the original version, and you will see a difference. I mean, there's definitely a difference in the detail. But one thing that kind of sucks about this, the game feels kind of I don't know, choppy to me. I mean, it's not as smooth. I don't know, maybe the frame rate is a little weird, but it just seems a little weird to control, to play. I don't know. The regular battles seem to be alright, but the main sort of strategic view seem to be kind of messed up. I don't know, maybe it's just my PC or something, but from what appears to be is that the frame rate is locked at 30 or something FPS, which in the original game it wasn't. And so it feels kind of awkward, but yeah. Other than that, the battles look okay. You can see that mill, it's not animated properly. It was the same as in the original game. They could improve that. Another thing is that the whole freaking this section of the menu is moved to the right. Why the hell did you move this to the right? I have to ask this because this was always on the left. I mean, for all the players, I mean, there are still a lot of people playing this game, remember guys, and they were waiting for this HD version, and now you move the goddamn menu to the right? What the hell is wrong with you? Anyway, let's just ignore that. So here I am in the original game, just to show you as a comparison. Again, I'm using an HD mod. The original game won't look like this, but this HD mod you can download for free. So here I am inside a castle. As you can see, it does look different. I mean, look at these, all these monsters. Now, I will say that, I mean, if I played the HD version for a long amount of time, and I plan on playing it a little bit, I will get used to the sort of the HDness, and that when I look back on this game, the original version, I will say, yuck, that looks ugly. But some people might say that they kind of messed with the art form, and that now it looks a little weird and different, because, you know, people have nostalgia for this game. Remember guys, this game is 15 years old, and you have to agree that a lot of people have nostalgia for this game, and everyone, and when you mess with the art style of the game, even upgrading the game to the HD version, it might look a little weird to some people. But yeah, you can definitely see that the HD version does look better. But again, the choppy frame rate and everything, and the random map removal and everything else, Ubisoft, you done messed up. One more thing that appears to be missing from the game, or not really missing, but one nice addition you could do to the original game is the amount of community mods you can install, and you can't really add them now. So here I am, I have the In the Wake of Gods little community mod, and it is very nice. It lets you have like more units in the game, more spells, it adds more kind of buildings to the game, and it's really awesome, and that is not present in the HD version. So what I will say, guys, okay, so the moral of the video, okay, listen very carefully. The moral of this video is that do not support sort of HD versions, okay? Like the latest Resident Evil 2, I think, was really awesome, but I mean, the HD versions are just a very weird kind of thing in the present kind of a gaming world. To some degree they're cool, but as you can see, Heroes of Might and Magic really didn't need an HD version. Why would you remake this? Why? Why would you remake this? I mean, look at these community mods. I'm sure the only reason why these guys did this was to make some money. That's the reason. They wanted to make some money. That's it, you know? Let's just make some cash. That's it. So hopefully everyone will buy the version of this game on GOG.com, install this mod, I'll link it in the description, and instead of buying this game. So yeah, hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe. I'm sure I'm gonna make more videos like this. I will kind of departure away from my original Let's Play kind of content to more stuff like this. So yeah, and Ubisoft, you done messed up.